Thank you, David, and good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
And next time I have an idea like this, we will pick a better day. It is marvelous to see so many fine people standing out here in the cold rain on a bleary January day in support of the things that we all hold dear. It's our freedom, it's the future of our country, it is the security of our children that are at stake. Before I start, there's a little piece that I passed around out here. If some of y'all don't have copies of it, we've got them back over here. There was a little piece that was done in 1918 by a gentleman whose name was William Tyler Page. He responded to a call for contest for people to submit to the Congress what they believed about the United States. He very succinctly put some things together, submitted it and won it, and this was approved by the House of Representatives in Washington in 1918. For those of you who had it, if you would like to read it or read it out loud, I'll read it for you. It says, "I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the governed, a democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity, for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, to respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies." So said Mr. William Tyler Page. If you care to, take this back home, take this to your communities, take this to your organizations, print it, distribute it. The people of the United States of America need to know what this says. It was taken out of our lexicon years ago. If you want to have some fun, go try to get this back into the public schools. See how quickly they can translate it into Spanish. But well, we won't go any further with that right now. This is sort of an unofficial welcome to the city of Raleigh. My family has been here for generations and generations. I don't believe that dirt had been trucked in when we first got here. In absence of an official welcome from the Raleigh City Council, and certainly without the approval of our mayor, Lord Charles the Meek. Welcome to the city of Raleigh. On a truly rainy, miserable day, to the capital of the great state of North Carolina, the state that has always been, is now, and forevermore will remain the goodliest land under the cope of heaven. Over the course of the last 400 years, the history of our state has been part of the history of Western civilization. We are the home of the first English attempts to colonize what was then called the New World. On our shore, the first aircraft flew, making us the first in flight. We established the first land-grant university at Chapel Hill, and a statue of the gentleman whose name is Henry Lawson Wyatt is placed on Union Square, which we often call Capitol Square, was the first casualty in the War of 1861 to 65. The battleship USS North Carolina was the first warship to reach Pearl Harbor following the terrible attack of December 1941. Emblazoned upon our state flag are two dates, marking events for which all North Carolinians must be proud. The Mecklenburg Declaration, allegedly signed on May the 29th, 1775, by a committee of citizens from Charlotte, was the first declaration of independence made in the 13 colonies. Folks, that came from the state of North Carolina. The first declaration came from here in our homeland. On April the 12th, 1776, the Halifax Resolve passed the 4th Provincial Congress of the province of the state of North Carolina. By passing the resolve, North Carolina became the first colony to explicitly allow her delegates in the Continental Congress to vote for independence. We were the first state allowing our representatives to the Continental Congress to vote for independence. To a short message ratifying the Constitution in 1789, the state convention attached a Declaration of Rights and a list of amendments to the Constitution. Second on the list of rights our North Carolina forefathers declared, and I quote, that all power is naturally vested in and consequently derived from the people, that magistrates therefore are their trustees and agents and at all times amenable to them. This says, folks, that we are the source of power. It is naturally so, and that our elected officials, though they often get it confused, they are responsible to us and not we to them.